Halla! Velkommen til Street Cred. Og velkommen til debutstream. Woo! Dette skal bli gøy. Reza satt og pratet litt om Disco Elysium i stad, og vi lurte litt på om det hadde vunnet Game of the Year. Det er ikke helt sant, men det Disco Elysium har blitt, er å blitt nominert til BAFTA Awards Artistic Achievement, Best Game. Det vant Best Debut Game, nominert for Game Design, vant for beste musikk, og vant for Best Narrative og Best Original Property. Så det er jo egentlig et ganske prestisjefylt spill, sånn bare helt av seg selv. Ingen spellemannspris, det er ja, sånn er det bare. Det ble nok litt for mye tung filosofering, tror jeg, i det spillet. Jeg har jo noen sånn hva heter det? Ikke ritualer, men tradisjoner var ordet jeg var på jakt etter. Det er jo lørdag, så da skal vi
jekke litt av øl.
Det her er rølp og fancy i skjønn forening. Vi skal drikke av flaska, men det er tysk Flensburger Pilsner, da, så det er med sånn der artig sånn kork på. Nam. Pluss at hovedpersonen i spillet er jo en fyllik og partyløve uten sidestykke. Så da har vi jo noe til felles. There you go. Alright. Vi har jo noen sånn erketyper som vi kan velge mellom fra før. Og det her er jo et sånn rollespill light, altså det er jo ikke sånn som Baldur's Gate for eksempel, eller Fallout eller Cyberpunk i den forstand, så det er veldig lite action da. Men det er noen sånn skill checks gjennom spillet, og dem vil man jo prestere bra eller dårlig på, avhengig av hvor man har satt ut poengene sine da. Så vi tenker vel at vi legger opp lista sånn at vi kan drite oss ut maks, og prøve å lage vår egen character. Men jeg synes jo det er gøy å spille karisma-baserte karakterer, fordi dialog-options er bra måte å dømme et rollespill på, synes jeg da. Hvilke situasjoner har spillutvikleren tatt høyde for? Hvor mange dialogvalg har man? Hvor mange grener med dialog kan man utforske? Ikke sant? Sånne ting. Så jeg tenker hvis vi setter 5 der da, i Psyche, da er vi vel... Ja, det er jo da sånn her, ikke sant? Sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent you are. Your senses, how agile you are. Det er jo kjekt å ha litt da. Hvis vi gjør sånn da, da er vi ikke sånn... Vi er ikke en skarpeste skje i skuffen, men vi er en skje i riktig skuff. Og så er vi veldig bra på å prate med folk, men vi kan ikke så mange fancy ord, ikke sant? Og så er vi ikke sånn kjempesterke, ikke sant? Upper body strength, det er jo ikke det vi nerder er best på. Og så har vi helt gjennomsnittlig motorikk. Det er jo øye-hånd-koordinasjon, ikke sant? Vi trenger det for å game. Vi prøver det her, og så ser vi hvordan det går. I verste fall så får vi begynne på nytt. Ja, sett signatur. Click to mark selected skill as signature. Så er suggestion, vet du. Det er gøy. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Da er vi ekstra gode på det, å manipulere folk. Så får vi se hvordan det går. Før vi begynner, sånn ordentlig, sjekk ut supernerds.no. De har mye fett gaming merch. T-skjorter, plakater, nips. Sånne der, ja, figurer og alt mulig sånn stæsj. Og hvis du bruker kode SKG ved checkout, så får du 10% rabatt. Det er bra varer de selger der. Er det bare å kjøre i gang da? The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Ok, jeg trodde den skulle være der for alltid.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Ancient Reptilian Brain jo da en av de personlighetene som vi kommer til å møte på flere ganger I løpet av spillet.
Ever.
Og den passer på seg selv.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Skal vi se om det går an å bare feile spillet før man begynner. Alonsi, let's go!
All right. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Look, I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Sing me the song of death. Går det an å dø før man starter?
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Medium success. No, I am not scared. I am a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Her har vi jo da en premieutgave av menneske.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Så der var det skjorte, ja. Det var jakka, det var ikke skjorta.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Så Inland Empire har nå da sagt at slipset vårt en skapning som har lyst til å være vennen vår.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Så det en annen gant, og det slipset gir oss da +1 på Inland Empire, som en sånn skill som forklarer ting i det uendelige om omgivelsene våre. Er det ikke skjorte her et eller annet sted? Ja, en ferdig grønne sko. Vi har fått en sko, fant vi. This green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishment. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe. Item gained, white shirt. Den gir +1 på conceptualization. Og -1 på suggestion. Ja, på grunn av at den møkkete. Unsavory odor. This white-stained shirt used to be fancy. It used to really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. Nice. I see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer and sweet liqueurs.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Hvis vi ser her nede, så vet ikke han fyren som vi spiller, han vet ikke hvordan han ser ut selv. Så for å finne ut av det, så må vi faktisk da se i speilet.
Really?
Nothing?
All recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Så da kan vi velge å bare ikke huske hvordan vi ser ut, så da vil jo det bildet her sånn være sånn helt til han eventuelt ser seg selv i en eller annen blank overflate. Eller så kan vi prøve å ta den støyten nå.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Det kan være lurt, bare liksom forberede oss litt.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
Hva da? Hva det som feil?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
At least my tongue is okay. Touch your tongue.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Asha. I'm sorry.
Bet
Touch your
you
nose.
are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
I'm scared. I want to stop doing this.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
Det bare trynet ditt. Ingen kommer til å se det. Det går fint. Nei, vi får...
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Nei, vi går for superstar, gjør vi ikke?
It appears you're also
Flyter
dead.
over av
There's
selvtillit.
clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that
Møt meg
face?
under brua.
Why?
Han skal møte henne i brød. I think it's because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Det er jo sånn klassisk sånn som foreldre våre sa da vi var små. Vi blir firkantet øya hvis vi ser på TV for mye, og hvis du skjærer grimaser så blir trynet litt sånn og sånn.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too. In a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Og her er det da 2 skill checks, ikke sant? Vi har encyclopedia, men siden vi er en idiot, så har vi bare 2 i den, og det er 8% sjanse for at vi klarer den checken. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Electrochemistry, der er vi ikke så veldig mye bedre. 3. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Så ja, vi har... Det er jo 8% sjanse for å klare den da. Og 3%, vet du, du trenger egentlig ikke å utforske det her i det hele tatt. Du kan bare fuck that shit. Prekas. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Knust vindu.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus. Assess the damage. Der har vi jo over 50% sjanse for å klare. Det går fint.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Den andre skoen
The
vår,
single
kanskje?
green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me. Kanskje det var noen andre som kastet den skoen? Har vi tenkt på det, kanskje? I should go get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Da har vi fått en task. Find your other shoe. Seems like your green snakeskin shoe is missing its partner. You should find it before you go venturing into the wild unknown. 2 shoes are better than 1. Unite them again. Det er jeg for så vidt 100% enig i. Empty cassette case. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the hell? A 10 years single smallest church in San Seine. Must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. There's something on the table. Ja, hold on. Ah, spin. Getting paid. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Fett. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Nå har vi begge skoene våre da.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
How do they fit?
They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Så der da, nå kan gå litt fortere nå. Se her, der, nå får vi pluss 1 til composure. Awesome watchtower heals. Og minus 1 savior fairy? Fair? I don't know. Heals ridiculously high, ikke sant? Så vi får pluss 1 i composure for at vi har høye hæler, og minus 1 i den der fordi at vi har høye hæler. Bra stoff. They may have lost some of their luster over the years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly. This calendar says it's March. The year is 51.
Hello, officer.
Hello, ja.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Wait, I know, I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Okay, Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer,
Oh
sir.
shit, are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Han kaller her har liksom vært på en 3 dagers bender. Han bare glemt hvem han er. Det er bra greier. And what
Couldn't
business is
say.
that?
In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her, physically. Jeg vil bare sjekke den liksom 12 minutter etter å ha våkna fra fylla. Vi prøver
Try
det.
the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
I'm at death's door, bloated, a goner, and still. Does the longing ever stop?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
She puts out her cigarette. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes,
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
there was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
She nods towards room number 3. Loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on all right.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in Saint Sains.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also, that
What else?
it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean like in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Oh. Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was.
Oh.
I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
What is this place? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
Hvis vi I hostel, så kommer ikke det her til å ende bra. For den filmen har jeg sett. No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for
detaljer, kjæring.
1,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. Glad to have been of assistance.
Greit. Prekas. This is where the lyrics would be. Det stemmer det, altså. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speakers is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. through a PA system, by other people.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course! They'll really get a gauge of my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Ok, nå har vi fått en ny task. Syng karaoke. Her har vi prioriteringen i orden, ikke sant? Jeg får gå og prate med han kallen her.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. But why?
Vi later som at vi vet hvem han og høflige, er vi ikke da? Ta den i hånda.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Det stemmer.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Vi har 42% sjanse på å klare å komme opp med et nytt konsept for oss selv. Vi tar den.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Medium failure. Vi skulle ha hatt 11, vi fikk 9. It's very cool, but won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that?
You instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of your tie. Its slickness gives you comfort and reassurance.
Horrific necktie.
Don't worry! Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop.
Så nå fikk vi råd fra slipset vårt om at vi absolutt burde kalle oss for Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even process what you just said, just moves on.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean that guy? Nod toward the man behind the counter. I totally talked to him. Jeg skal selvfølgelig ljuge om det.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons
The
of interest,
police!
and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Look, man, yeah,
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
no.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
Ja, nei,
After
rett.
you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Tusen takk, tutorial agents. Jeg setter pris på. Skal vi se. Interview cafeteria manager. The cafeteria manager of the Whirling in Rags might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. Inspect the body hanging in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Report your badge missing. You need to report your missing badge to the 41st precinct as soon as possible. The lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car to call your station. Uff da. Ja, vi har gjort den da. Vi har klart en oppgave, vi har klart. Finne den andre skoen våre. So, we're moving up in the world. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it.
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Ikke sånn som meg, som har et veldig imponerende skjegg.
Could he be irritated with you? He avoids eye contact altogether, like you're not even there.
Det kan være for at vi har knust et vindu på rommet hans, ødelagt sofaen og fucka opp en sånn her kassettspiller. Og ødelagt vasken. Men det er jo ikke sikkert at det er det da. Det kan at det er noe annet. Kanskje vi sa noe ufint I fylla.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
The lieutenant glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely. Jeg vet hva det betyr.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
The harbinger of ruin! As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Mr. Big Shot med mange kafeterier.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
Tror ingenting om deg, altså. Mr. Tynnskjegg.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Yes, Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there, then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Okay. Mr. Sassy?
Extra fine.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This is clearly a touchy subject for him.
Er du gæren, eller? Ja, du skal du høre her. Morsom historie. Jeg tror på fylla I 3 dager. I strekk. Og nå kan jeg snakke med slipset mitt. Så What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Ja, jeg er egentlig ikke interessert i hva hans problem med oss fordi fuck han fyren her, altså.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Shit!
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Personlig ansvar er verst, ass.
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Hadde vi hatt nok en skrasj, så kunne vi prøvd å bare snike oss unna mens bartenderen ser på oss. What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent.
The IIR, or Interisolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Siden vi er på Street Cred-kanalen, så regner vi jo med at han snakker om Street Cred. Det er jo bare naturlig.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
He points to the red ledger on the counter.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
Slips ass. Did I just hear my Thai speak to me twice? What do I owe this place money for? Det var det vinduet da, og den senga, eller sofaen, eller hva faen? You're under arrest. Du kan bare arrestere for at vi skylder penger. Vi prøver det.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Authority, put this man in his place.
From the bottom of your blue soul, a term emerges.
Refusal to aid an officer of the peace, you are impeding me from carrying out a murder investigation with your inane request for money.
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Fan, Kim, ass, han er best, bro. Han har alltid ryggen din, liksom.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window. And the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station.
Tror kanskje vi skal gi oss mens leken er gang, ass. Goodbye and thank you for your cooperation.
Don't thank me. You still owe me 70. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill, det høres bra ut.
Why did you say that?
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marvel Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Here's it. Who made the call reporting the crime? Someone reported the hanging to the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. You have an idea where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. Ja, pay for damages, det er secondary. Ok, skal vi se, nå er vi i tankekabinettet. Her skjer det noe morsomt. Lonesome Long Way. Temporary research bonus plus 1 encyclopedia. Factual memory returns Research time, 6 hours, 5 minutes. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over, get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor tract, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. Alright, internalize. Da begynner vi med det. Så da, om 6 timer in-game, da, så har han Kusto, som jeg har valgt å kalle han for, jobba seg gjennom den tankerekka her, og så forhåpentligvis så skjer det noe gøy. The door is bolted. A sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300 hours. Eller klokka 1 da, om du vil. A sign reads mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. Eller klokka 4. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Hvorfor det?
Hello, sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me? Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
She smiles conspiratorially. Konspirasjonssmil. Du hørte det her først. No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know. Wink, maybe I have.
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides.
Your advances haven't thrown her off one bit. In another place and time, she would have probably welcomed your attention.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. Skarpt observert. How do you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course! I forgot I had you! I know, but there's also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. That'd slow you down.
Og vi liker jo heads. Heads, men ja.
Perhaps another time.
Ok, vi prøver å tigge etter penger.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
Aw, tug on our heartstrings.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
She unfastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas-relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31. dinghy races.
I promise I'll buy it back for you once I have more money.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Jo, takk for det, du. Stemmer, det går an å styre med tastaturet. Rum has been knocked over. Beautiful, dark liquid is spilling out. Sleeping dockworker. A man is sleeping at a table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Ooh. Jeg bare tar dem.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
I hvert fall akkurat nå.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Kunne jo latt være å drikke da. Sa han rett etter han hadde tatt seg en superøl. Physical instrument, challenging, wake him up. Ok, det er 28% sjanse til å klare å veke han opp.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
No words, just a primordial scream.
Why the yelling, man?
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look. You're alive? You looked out for the long count there. I just wanted to see what would happen if I yelled. I need you to answer some questions right now.
Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
Officer, even after a rude awakening, this dockworker respects the police. More than they usually do, at least.
See anything interesting in your dreams? Yours? Points at the bottle and the spilt rum.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
Alright, tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
So how's that going?
How's it going?
The dockworker lets out a big yawn and stares at the cafeteria's terrace doors. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I've almost never been outside of this building. Of course, it's a total madhouse. Vi later jo selvfølgelig om at vi skjønner hva som skjer her.
Good. Then you understand the gist of it. We would all be better off without the employers and their employment. For one, I could get some goddamn shut-eye. Right to sleep, I say.
Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
Nate got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep. Or was.
Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
What about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah. What about it?
You seem cool with it. Do you have many of those hanging from trees here?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
What trouble?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepyhair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Kjempeflink.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Summer door closed for winter. Nej. Var det ett land?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
2 hours?
An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet.
I've been secretly thinking about it this whole time. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Gartay to serve me up a beverage. Ja, men han skylder vi jo penger allerede. Jeg tror ikke han så gira på å blande en drink til oss. Altså.
There he is. The old boy, the devil. You rascal, you. Let's celebrate right now by licking that stain off the counter. Do it. It'll be wild. Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again.
What are you doing?
He asks without turning his eyes from the street outside. Investigating.
We should move.
You could definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol in your nostrils was beautiful.
Kan hende vi akkurat har gjort at han har blitt litt enda mer alkoholiker. Find booze and drink it. The hangover feels really bad. You have to take the edge off. Find a bottle of alcohol. Put it in your hands. And the magic will happen on its own. Det sånn jeg drikker i hvert fall. Altså. Vi kan ta en titt på det like da. Ja, de kan zoome ut da. Shit. Det var digg.